annual event that gets bigger every year, and this year was no exception. Whale of a Day, held at the Point Vicente Interpretive Center, brought out over 3,000 people from our community and beyond. Now, this event celebrates the migration of the gray whale, and this season has been one of the most active for spotting the largest mammals on the planet and keeping whale watchers very busy. Even our Mayor Anthony Mizicich shared a whale of a tale.
I was on the bridge of my family's tuna fishing boat, and we had a whale came by and turned so his eye could look at me. So she was eyeballing me, or he was eyeballing me.
Other city council members, including Brian Campbell, Susan Brooks, Jim Knight, and Jerry DeHovic, attended a day that included fun for the whole family. The event is sponsored by the City of Rancho Palos Verdes and Los Serenos de Point Vicente. Coming up next, we take you to one of the most romantic locations in the world, right here in our own backyard, and one of the best kept secrets happening at the library. You won't want to miss out on this sale of the century.
When you're driving, distractions can cause injury and death. Drivers who text while operating a vehicle are 23 times more likely to cause an accident. In 2009, over 25,000 tickets were written for cell phone violations. Remember, in the state of California, talking on a phone without a hands-free device is against the law. Loud music is also distracting. When you drive, keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel. There are three main types of distractions: visual, taking your eyes off the road; manual, taking your hands off the wheel; and cognitive, taking your mind off what you're doing. Keep your eyes on the road, and we all stay safe.
Yes, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hi, I'm Judy Shepard-Missett, founder and CEO of Jazzercise. Join us for Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch. Each half-hour program combines cardio, strength, and stretch routines for a total body workout and tips on health, nutrition, or exercise. Thousands of people have tuned in to Jazz Cardio Strength Stretch, and we hope you will too.
Has opened its doors in Golden Cove Plaza, and Dr. George Wassa, owner and operator of Golden Cove Pharmacy, wants this to be the place where everyone knows your name. And Golden Cove Pharmacy is open 6 days a week, closed on Sundays, so go out, check it out, and say hello to Dr. George. And with many national bookstores closing, people are looking for alternate ways to find new or used books. And the best kept secret is happening at the book sale at the Palos Verdes Library.
Peninsula Center Library on Silver Spur. It's in the parking garage, which is the first level up off of Silver Spur. And we have our sale the first Thursday through Sunday of every month. 4 days, open during the library hours.
Tell us the difference between the books that are back here and the books that are outside. You use an honor system, is that right?
That's correct. The books in here are generally the more expensive books. Books that first come in are shelved here by category. And then after they've been on the shelf for a while, our volunteers will cull them and put them out in the garage and generally mark them down. We have approximately 60 volunteers working just on the book sale here.
And where do you find the books?
Most of these books, 95 to 99% of those are all donated by people here on the Hill. And we have a small number of books that are culled from the library and come down here also after the library's done with them. The honor system is on the books in the garage, and that's for anytime the library is open, the parking garage is open, people can shop out there, put money in an envelope, and stick it in the slot.
The sale takes place Thursday through Sundays. You can also donate books to the library for the sale, all the proceeds going back into library events. Now it's time to catch up with our travel pro, John Clayton, who takes us to one of the most romantic places in the world, right here on the peninsula.
This is one of the most romantic beaches, not only in all of California, but also in Oregon and Washington State. Holly, welcome, and tell me your title.
I'm the Recreation Services Manager for the City of Rancho Palos Verdes.
And this truly is a romantic beach, but looking down, tell me some of the reasons, first of all, why it's romantic and who was the people that made it that title?
Well, it's actually Heal the Bay that designated it one of the most 10 romantic beaches in all of the West Coast. And part of the reason for that is for its serenity, its beauty, and its high water quality, if you can believe that.
I think one of the most amazing things, you just said one of the 10 most romantic beaches, and that really, when you look at it, is incredible when you think of all of California, all of Oregon, and all of Washington State.
It is truly an honor, and it's amazing. With Heal the Bay, they actually come and test the water quality at the different beaches, and people may not recognize that. A lot of the open beaches, sandy beaches, get better, higher marks because it's diffused over a larger area. Some of the coves and stuff don't fare as well. So in this location, the cove did very well for the high water quality. And also, it's been our experience that if people have to walk more than 10 or 15 minutes to get somewhere, you lose about 80-90% of the people, which is also part of the reason why it's serene and quiet, because you do have to walk a little ways from our parking lot to the beach itself, but it is so worth it.
You've just opened the door for the next question. If people are looking at this and saying, yes, I want to go there, how indeed do they get there? Is there a website, a phone number, what?
Absolutely. You can always go to the City of Rancho Palos Verdes website and find information about the beach. There is a parking lot also at 5970 Palos Verdes Drive West, and the gatehouse is open during the weekdays from 12 to 4. The park is open from dawn to dusk.
I'm not quite sure you'd like look at tide pools when you're trying to do something romantic, but are there indeed tide pools down here?
There's terrific tide pools down here, and this is, I should mention, both a part of a reserve and a preserve, so nothing can be taken from the tide pools. So it is a protected area, but the tide pools are kind of romantic. There's a lot of life going on in there, and it's a quiet and unique experience.
That's absolutely wonderful, and if you want to do something romantic, come on down here to Abalone Cove, the most romantic beach in California, in Oregon, and Washington State. Woo!
Thanks, John. And when we come back, what do you get when you combine science and football? One Peninsula High student tells us what he got and how it got him nationally recognized.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The average text, takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Hi, I'm Deputy Chris Knox, here to remind you of the importance of sharing the road. It's important to slow down when you see orange cones in the road. Many days, men and women are involved in road work, so always slow down, even below the speed limit, and be aware of the workers in the road. By following these rules, we can all share the road safely. This message is brought to you by the City of Rancho Palos Verdes and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department.
It's time for sports, and today you're going to meet a student athlete from Peninsula High School who combines his love of football and science, and his project has gotten him recognized all the way to Washington, D.C.
The White House, as part of their whole promoting STEM education, invited winners of a whole bunch of different science contests to the White House, and then we got to hear the President Obama, speak about STEM education. He gave some remarks to us. So it was a really exciting experience. What I was trying to do is I was trying to be able to detect concussions that occur in youth and high school contact sports like football or lacrosse. Okay. And last season, one of my teammates had a concussion in a game, but didn't realize it, didn't tell anyone about anything. Probably didn't realize it himself for another week, maybe 2 weeks, because he was not able to focus in school, was getting terrible headaches. And this is after he'd practiced the whole week, played another game.
Right.
And so I was just shocked that this went unnoticed for that long.
How did you put it together? Just show me how it works.
Sure. So this is the mechanism, I guess, on the front of the helmet. It's on the outside of the helmet. And when you receive an impact above a level that could end up being a concussion, there's a tube that releases a fluid. And this is an example of one that's already been activated. And it'll release this fluid, and it'll spread along this film. And that'll be a visual indicator that, we need to check this player out, get him out of the game for a second.
And you can see Braden's interview in its entirety on our next episode of Playing the Field. And since spring is in the air with both the Dodgers and the Angels in spring training, we thought we'd catch up with the Mary Star baseball team and find out who they're rooting for this season.
Well, when I was a kid, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose was the guy when I was coming through, and the Big Red Machine. Even though I was a Dodger fan, so it was hard for them beating us up all the time. But hey, the '70s Dodgers were great.
Who would it be?
Definitely Dodgers.
The Angels.
Yeah.
I like Torrey Hunter a lot. He's a great player, and he has a lot of class instead of like all the other players.
Who did you follow, the Dodgers or the Angels?
Actually, I started playing when I was about 5, and I actually didn't follow either or. I was actually a Cardinal. I was a Cardinal. My dad was a big Cardinal fan, and I just followed the family in a sense, and I'm still a Cardinal.
Angels all the way. Well, why is that?
LA, Angels, that's how I grew up.
Ever since Dodgers did that thing with the fans, I don't know. I like them still, it's just I won't go to the games.
I was actually a Red Sox fan.
On the Angels, I prefer Torrey Hunter. Yeah.
Now, is that because he's an Angel now, or is it something you followed him as a Minnesota Twin, and now he's an Angel, so you kind of root for them?
Nah, I just like the Angels, and he's a great hitter, too, so.
I'm a Dodger fan. I used to love Russell Martin until he, kind of left, but.
Cardinals. I like David Eckstein when he was on the Angels, so I guess him. Yeah, he's like my favorite player, and Albert Pujols, but he moved to the Angels.
I thought it would be Dodgers and Angels. What's with this St. Louis stuff? I'm going to have a chat with those guys. And we will have more from the baseball teams all over the hill this coming season on Playing the Field, which you can catch every day at 4 p.m. That will do it for now. I'm Maria Sorreo, and for all of us here at RPV TV, have a great day.